that he could bust that open with. Now it's allowed RedArchon to get back into position, but curiously, looks like Adro is interested in just working on the main base here and try and bust his way down into this expansion. Marines coming back once again, but this Muta harass of Adro is really, really effective. It's one thing he's done really well throughout both games. He's just been keeping these readers alive as long as possible, doing good harass. These Zerglings are going to need to be pulled back because they're going to be denied by these Marines. Trying to pick off the stray Marine here. This is really nice control by Adro. Despite having these medevacs, he's not really going to be able to stop this. And once these rocks are down, he's going to be attacked from two directions, pulling this main Marine Marauder Force, burning a skim, trying to close the gap here. This is good use to play RedArchon. Finally surrenders the gap, pulling off Mutalisk there for Adro. He needs to lead with those Banelings if he's going to catch RedArchon in a bad spot. Able to heal all of that skim damage, and those bunkers are actually salvaged. Now that he's got two areas to defend, not a bad choice considering RedArchon is desperately trying to defend. We are seeing this gold expansion go down as these mutas continue to harass. Once again, going to pick off this tech lab. RedArchon has just had to rebuild that particular tech lab so much. I would not be surprised if this factory lift off, or at least another missile turret go off. There is the lift off, and we are seeing. Got to be careful. He doesn't lose these medevacs. One of them is full of Marines. Could be a crucial loss. Loses one medevac. Bit of a middle. Able to work their way through some separator Marines. Gets the medevac as well. Able to go to work on this production building. Probably just ignore that missile turret, which he is doing. Now working upon these add-ons. He's just been so brutal to these add-ons all game. Constantly forcing RedArchon to rebuild add-ons. Forcing him to stay in his base. Look at all these meals. Adro must be licking his lips with glee seeing these meals. Just absolutely being victimized by his mutas, and this harasser's just got RedArchon locked down. Huge pool of money right now. Adro is sitting on 5k. This is a little bit gluttonous there. He really should be just finishing it RedArchon off. Does not want to sit around on massive surpluses like that. He's really just going to overkill this one Viking with a gajillion mutas, and I feel that this time his window is just so massive that it would be almost impossible to blow it this time. As we see 3 Marines, kind of a desperation move from here RedArchon. I'm not sure what he expected to achieve. Sent a few Terran colonists to sacrifice to the Zerg overlords, but unfortunately not really going to do much. And no further upgrades being researched by Adro, which is a bit curious, but he's basically gas starved right now. I'd expect that this expansion is mainly just to produce gas. He really doesn't need minerals right now, nudging up against 200, but he's on 194 food against 62. He can end this game at will right now. Even this nest of Marines is probably not enough to take his Muta ball, especially when you consider he has a main army of Roach, Zergling, Baneling, just being super. So right now, Adro just has such a window to finish this game that I would really be shocked to see him do anything out of the ordinary and blow it like he did in game previously. So I'm not quite sure what his thought process is. He just has this huge amount of Zergling, Baneling, Roach. But then again, I'm not quite sure what Adro's tournament experience is like. I don't think it's all that much. I know he is a former IC Cup player, so he's no stranger to high-level games of Starcraft, but in level, you expect a little bit more play for those who are a little bit new to this tournament scene. He's up against RedArchon, who is a big name in this tournament after taking down that Blizzcon. Finally we're seeing these units going to work on this huge ball of Marines. Finally a Thor comes in for RedArchon, but it's going to be too little too late. He needs to Magic Box and then send in his mass ground units, because he can basically finish this off. There's very, very little RedArchon can do against this huge ball of units. Roach is a 0-0 because that's the way Adro likes to do it. But right now RedArchon is just in such dire shape. There's not much he can do. Even a ball of Infestors coming in. And it's a very narrow gap to be setting so many units. So to waste most of his bandits on the board. Doesn't matter though. Just a sheer number of units can A-move to victory and take him out right here. And that's basically all she wrote for RedArchon. But really good, solid game for Adro here, and his Muta harass is just so good. And RedArchon a little bit confused there. Not surprised that RedArchon was like, when are you going to finish this? You took so long. But no, that does mean we go to an ace match, and I love ace matches because both players have taken a game right now. But I feel that Adro might have the upper hand because RedArchon really was only allowed to play himself back into game 1 due to Adro's mistakes. And Adro, despite being super careful and really dragging this out longer than it should have, he was able to get the better of RedArchon once again. So RedArchon's going to have to use a different opening, I feel, and it's going to be map dependent, because right now Adro just seems to have his number. But it's game 3, best of 3, loving it.